Hey guys, welcome to another video, doing another deck tech for Historic. Kind of just waiting for Standard to rotate at this point, with Zendikar Rising coming out. But we have kind of a Standard-esque deck here in Historic Izzet Phoenix. Now, this looks fairly similar to the Arclight Phoenix Storm and Entity decks that we have in Standard currently, but there are some pretty cool upgrades. Mainly Lightning Axe, which is a really good removal spell for this deck. Strategic Planning from Amonkhet Remastered to kind of help us churn through our deck, but also put Phoenixes in the yard. As well as, Chart a Course is really powerful in this deck. Then Single Pillar of Flames. Yeah, so fairly standard. Also, I guess better mana with Sulphur Falls instead of the tapped Temple of Epiphany. As for our threats, we have the Goblin Electromancer, Brazen Borrower, Arclight Phoenixes, and Storm and Entity, and then 2 Crackling Drakes to kind of round it out. This card's kind of fallen out, but I do kind of like it here, especially if it lands. It presents, basically 2-for-1s to our opponent because they either answer it and then we've drawn a card, or they die. We do have a sideboard as well. Also some good cards here. 3 Aether Gust for the green or red decks, Negate for control, Abrade for any artifacts, another Brazen Bar, Mystical Dispute as a good counterspell, Narset for any decks that like to draw cards, pretty good against the Uro decks, Anger of the Gods for any of the kind of sacrifice decks or the goblins, and then just some kind of catch-alls or just kind of decent cards to bring in situationally, Shark Typhoon and Chandra Pyromancer. I don't see this deck ever trying to cast Shark Typhoon. I guess it's here just if we really just need something to get past a counterspell. But Chandra Pyromancer here is pretty cool as well. Could also potentially stop flying blockers because they the ticking up. So I kind of like that. It's a pretty sweet kind of tech there. But I definitely like seeing the 3 Abrades. I think that's going to be really important since a lot of these decks are going to have Grafdigger's Cage in them, or in their sideboard. So yeah, let's go ahead and we're going to take this into traditional Historic. Again, guys, if you enjoy this content, you like seeing Historic decks as well as traditional matches in general with sideboards, let me know, leave a like and comment, and yeah. Alright, so here we are, we're going to be on the play. And even though this deck doesn't have a Phoenix in, I think this is a really good hand. Am I going to lead off on Op? I think I'm just playing Electromancer on 2. As weird as that is. I want to save as many spells as I can. I don't think playing Op on turn 1 is useful. Oh, turn 1 Fabled Passage from our opponent. Okay. Just gonna get here. Okay, so you see red. Drawing the Phoenix there is awesome. We might be able to land a Phoenix next turn if they don't answer this. But this is probably a removal spell. Big sad. Alright, so that's fine. You can just play a land and pass. Sure. This is Sultai. Okay, we're gonna thrill away the Phoenix. And I think now we can get it back very easily. I'm gonna play this Mountain and cast Strategic Planning first. To see if we can get another Phoenix in the yard. Well, there's a Storm and Entity. Kinda down for that. But I'm gonna Op here. And, oh, there's the Phoenix. Alright, well, I'll keep it and shock our opponent here. Even though I can play the Storm and Entity, I think I just wanna get something on board and attack. Kind of negate the life that they gain from the Uro. Also, next turn I could just play the Storm and Entity as a for 5. Even though that's not super impressive. Wow, I'm glad I actually didn't put it to play. That one. Alright. Yeah, I think that's what I'm doing. I think I'm just playing the Stormwind entity. As weird as that is. Alright, well, that's actually nice because I get to bottom some lands. Wow. Okay. Wow, they just have all the answers. Alright, well, there's Crackling Drake. That's really good here. Wow. Alright, we're gonna pass. We're gonna keep this Ketri Triome in our hand. Alright, there's Uro. It's fine. Because they've kind of used all of their removal, because only Heartless Act... Eliminate doesn't answer this. They've used a Languish. So really only Heartless Act or like Maelstrom Pulse. That makes me sad. Alright, so we can potentially, if we hit a spell or two. So I'm going to cast Turtle Course here, draw 2 cards. Big sad. I mean, it's not super big sad, but like it's kind of weird sad. Because like I am putting a Phoenix into play, just not in the way that I would really want. If I ever draw like Finale of Promise, then this just is insane. Okay. They actually put Row into escape Row here. I can like probably like draw into like a shock or like a where's the card I'm thinking of? 2 cards left that are just 2 Rows. That works. Didn't I just say that? Didn't I just say what if we draw Finale of Promise? So I can just cast this for 2, get like Strategic Planning, or like cast like Strategic Planning and Chart a Course or something. Or I could do like let's do Shock and Strategic Planning. So we cast this for 2. Let's do Shock, Strategic Planning, Auto Pay. So let's cast Strategic Planning first. Oh, I guess I'm doing both of these. I cast them both at the same time. Okay, we'll take a Chart a Course. And I'm gonna Lightning Axe, discard a card, target here, discard a land. Cool. I would like to put 2 more Phoenixes into play. Awesome. And now they've used 2 Maelstrom Pulses already, so like the odds that they have a 3rd Maelstrom Pulse is so unlikely. They could still have like another Languish, or like if they have okay. So they're trying to draw to like, are they trying to draw to another Maelstrom Pulse? Scoos, okay. That's pretty good. I think I'm just... Oh, I can shock that. Wait. But there's a creature in my graveyard, right? Yeah. Let me cycle this, I think, first. Alright. I think I'm just attacking with all my dudes here. I'm losing a Phoenix. I have to start attacking. Like, I have to get through them. And I have to shock the Crisis here. I guess I should Chart a Course first to draw 2. See what I get. Alright, yeah, I'm just gonna shock the Hydro Crisis. I think at this point I need to hit, like, Stormwind Entity. Yeah. So it's unlikely that I'm going to be able to get any more Phoenixes onto the battlefield. This is a big problem. They just have so many creatures, like... Ugh. Man, Sultai is way too good right now. And they have remove. Alright, cool. Oh, and they could just, like, cast Rono if they have a land. Oh, they don't have land. Oh yeah, these haven't even used Nissa. Alright, cool. They're just attacking me and putting a row into play. Can I win? I need Storm and Entity this turn. Wow, why didn't they cast Uro? Alright, let's play Goblin Electromancer. Let's do some planning strategically. I think if we hit Storm and Entity off of this, plus like other stuff, sure, that's fine. This doesn't work, right? I guess I could get rid of the Scoos. No, because then they can add 2 with this. Yeah. And I have, like, way too many. I have all my Goblin Electromancers, so no more Goblin Electromancers. I just have to take Thrill. Probably try and opt to find the Stormwind Entity here, because it costs 2 mana. I don't think Brazen Bar does it, right? No. Alright, cool. I think we lose. Like, I don't see how I win now. Because next turn they just play Uro. Like, I might as well try, I guess. Let's just attack them. They're getting so much life off of the Scoos. Yeah, they just do that. Yeah, I'm just gonna concede. Oh, yeah. Alright, so we need Aether Gust. We need all the Aether Gusts. Otherwise, I could do Narset. But I don't know if I like Narset in this case. I think the Pillar of Flames and like Lightning Axes are like the Lightning Axe was like fine, but like it wasn't really gonna work. I guess I could do like Brazen Bar against Uro. That would also work. Maybe that's a good idea. Is just try and bounce stuff with Brazen Bar. Do I bring? I can't bring in like a Braids. Like that just seems so bad. But if they do have it, also I hate how this is. What is this? This looks so bad. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of a Pillar of Flame. And yeah, probably just the Lightning Axes. And hope to use Aether Gust and Brazen Bars against the Uro. And yeah. Seems fine. Like, we were doing a good job of like putting the Phoenixes into play early. This I think is a mulligan. We just have too many lands. What is this? I have to mulligan this as well. Alright, this is a good hand. Put back 2 mountains. Sure. Oh, yeah. What are we getting ourselves into? We might have time for 2 games now, because this one's probably going to be quick. Oh look, they have Doge. Look at Doge! Barbarino. Alright, what am I doing here? Chart coursing? probably... Yeah, Charter Coursing here, or drawing 2, discarding Arclight Phoenix. And they have Scavenging Ooze immediately. Okay. Alright, as I'm just strategic planning, try and hit Shock. Okay, we don't hit Shock. Cool, we're kind of screwed already. Lovely. We'll just take Steam Fence. Just put another creature in our graveyard. I guess I could try to win the game with Storm and Entity, but they have one Heartless Act and we're just completely boned. This seems like a very bad matchup. Like, unwinnable. Yeah, they just exile that. So here I can like strategic planning and cast Storm Entity, then they just Heartless Act it. Feels bad. I guess I'll take the Brazen Borrower here. That can bounce the Scavenging Ooze. Just cast this. You could also Mystical Dispute it. Okay. Get those out of here. You just bottom so many lands. There's so many lands on the bottom of our deck. Here comes the Heartless Act. Oh man. This is not pre-recorded. I just know. Alright, let's see. Uro. Oh, like... Uro into Grafdigger's Cage. Actually, they don't want to play Grafdigger's Cage, so they have Uro. Never mind. So actually don't bring in a... But this is just big. Well, there's the Uro. I was right about the Uro part. How many cards? Okay, only 2. Yep. I think I'm playing the Triome here, and then Thrill Possibility and end of turn Excuse. So there's a chance here that if I hit like a couple spells or some cantrips, that I can potentially bounce the Scoots and then successfully reanimate. Sure. Now I have to bounce that. I'm not conceding. Our opponent is expecting us to concede. It would be really good if he... Oh, if he does that. Wait, yes. Attack us. Do your thing. Alright, so I have to Brazen Bar this Leyline. Now I feel bad for boarding out the Lightning Axis because we, well, it wouldn't be, because again, he just animated, but I have no choice to... This is like the only play. I have no, like, real game actions. And I draw lands. Okay. Cool. That saves me a lot of time. So that seems like a very bad matchup. Main deck Scavenging Ooze is a problem for this deck right now. Yeah. And that's kind of like a, not even like something that is a problem, like, because of Phoenix. It's not like people are like, oh, I gotta, you know, have Scavenging Ooze to fight against Phoenix. It's for Uro. So because the Sultai decks are, like, running Uros, and they are also just trying to beat the Uro decks, they're running Scavenging Ooze. So... like, if they didn't have Scavenging Ooze, this would be a much easier matchup, right? It's not that they are... The Sultai deck is like, I gotta beat Phoenix. It's that I'm trying to beat Sultai, and Scavenging Ooze happens to also be good against Phoenix. Alright, here we are for our next game, and this is a pretty decent hand. It's definitely not a mulligan. The question is, do I play this Triumph? I think the answer is yes. So I'm playing Goblin on 2. Oh, look, it's goblins. Speaking of goblins. Hey, look, it's 2 goblins. 2 goblins on the board. Okay, so next turn we can play like Stormwind Entity. Yep, there's Muxus. Do they attack here? Okay, looks like no. So we get to chart a course. And bin a island, I guess. And play a Stormwind Entity. That's a lot of spells. I think I actually want to bottom these, just because I want to hit Phoenix. And I don't think I'm attacking with the Goblin here. Alright. Do they turn 4 Muxus? Can they turn 4 Muxus at this point? Because they don't have, like, the Wily Goblin or whatever it is? I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? Why? Why is this a card in Goblins? I guess they just get to do that. I guess they don't really have anything with haste, or like, they don't really have any lords right now, so that's actually not a problem. Like, they can't play another spell. Oh, they cycle that, and then they... Not this? Okay. Kind of confused. Very confused. Okay, so I guess, oh, because next turn they just, like, do all of that stuff. Yeah, so they're just trying to not have me die, or... So what are they doing? They're probably casting this and this next turn. And that's a lot of damage. Is there a way for me to survive? I don't think there is. If I hit like Phoenix... Nope, okay. Yeah, I think I am dead. There are some shocks. That would have been a lot better earlier. I mean, I'm not winning by letting them build on their board more. I like how I know their hand, but I can't do anything about it. Yeah, they cast Chieftain, and probably lethal. Probably very lethal. Cool. Alright, so let's take Anger the Gods, Aether Gusts. I don't think I want Braids. I don't think I want anything else. I can't believe Iron Crag. I was literally like, oh, they can't play Muxus, so I don't have to worry. I think Brazen Bar is pretty bad here. I think Crackling Drake is probably something I want to lean away from, but I'm not sure. It does survive Anger of the Gods, so maybe not. Pillar of Flame. Maybe I can cut on, like, just like some of the cantrips here. So like probably cut on like a Strategic Planning, a Thrill. Maybe we only bring 2 Aether Gusts. 2 Aether Gusts and Anger the Gods, and that's all we sideboard. Just a little light sideboarding, just to have like at least the chance of having Anger the Gods. Yeah, that seems fine. Because I already have enough. I should have enough cheap removal, but I just don't. Or like, maybe like Goblin Electro. We cut a Goblin Electromancer for a Aether Gust. I think I like the Goblin Electromancers. But these decks just seem a little bit seem to outclass Izzet Phoenix, which is weird to say. Well, not the goblins, but also just that that's such a weird card. Or sorry, a weird thing to play against the Iron Crag, whatever it is. Anyways, this is a keep. You can get strategic planning on 2, and then theoretically it's a sorcery, so I can't even do anything about that. Alright. I think here I want to take an island to guarantee to be able to Pillar of Flame Storm an Entity. So they just play Conspicuous Snoop here, then I can just kill it and... Lightning Goblin. It's not really what I wanted. Alright, well that's fine. Here we can op and cast Storm an Entity. Chart a course. I think I'm gonna bottom that, because I already have strategic planning. I just want to hit Phoenixes at this point. I like how much card filtering this deck has. Like, I like the Storm an Entity. Like, the Scry 2 on the Storm an Entity is, like, strangely useful here. Because now I get to add, like, another threat. So, I'm liking how this looks. Oh, boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Okay, so they can't play Muxus yet. I guess they can do the same play of Iron, whatever it is. God, that's so stupid. I cannot believe they play that card. I really want to know how many. Like, is it just one, or is it like a full playset? Because like, I don't think it would be a full playset, but that is crazy. It would also be really funny if this person is just like, I'm just playing that to prove that just casting Muxus is good enough. Because like they're like, even though they didn't hit crazy stuff, I guess like the Goblin Ringleader just like got them so much stuff as well. And this is why I like the Pillar of Flame here is looking actually kind of bad. Alright, well there's Scurf Prospector. If they play that now, that'd be great. Okay, fine. Alright, I think I'm just playing strategic planning and attacking and playing Storm an Entity. Aether Gust. Do I play? Oh, I gotta look at my graveyard here. I think I played a. Well, I guess I'd take the Aether Gust anyways. I'm sorry, I'm taking the Aether Gust, but I think I want to play another Storm an Entity just to try and solidify the win. Because I feel like if they play Muxus next turn, I need to win next turn. Okay. I don't think I want the Charter Course. Because I already have Finale Promise to cast Strategic Planning. Oh no, I need if I top it. No, I need to keep something on top in order to have it go to the bin. Does this win me the game? So next turn I cast Pillar of Flame and then Finale of Promise to cast 3 spells. How does this work? So that's 1. So I'm casting 4 spells. Oh, no! Alright, well maybe this allows me to play Aether Gust. Maybe this allows me to play Aether Gust next turn. Yeah. So like I can Chart a Course, discard the Phoenix. Perfect. I can even shock and probably Pillar of Flame the Scurf Prospector here. Is that worth it? I think so. Right, because it just taxes their mana. And now they can't do the cycling guy. Okay. Now we attack them for 5. And I think next turn I have it. Yeah, I think I have this now. I think the Aether Gust provides enough of a stall. provides enough interaction to give me the win here, because next turn, I Aether Gust, next turn I Shock, Finale of Promise to cast 4 spells in turn, get back Phoenix, while also dealing them 4 damage. That's more than enough. We did it. We did it. We took a game off goblins. We did it. We did it. Alright. So yes, now we just shock them. Finale of Promise, X equals 2. I guess it doesn't really matter. But we shock. Pillar of Flame. Autopay. Shock them. Shock them. This is a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage. Whew. Alright, so I think that was pretty good. Maybe I do want to cut the Electromancer for an Aether Gust, because I think Aether Gust has proven to be good enough there. Yeah. Cool. Alright, let's see if we can beat goblins here. It's definitely going to be tough, especially now with them on the play. We need, like, Shock for the turn 1 Skirk Prospector. And then we need at least 1 copy of Aether Gust. I think 1 is probably enough. That's why, like, I wasn't too keen on trying to add the full 3 copies, just because I think against goblins I want 1 and exactly 1. 4 exactly Muxus, and that's it. Because I don't want to load up... Adding these... you know, interaction spells really slows down your ability to put on pressure with all your spells. Okay, so here's a predicament. We have removal. I think this is good enough, and if I draw the ability to play in the mulligan, okay, I'm gonna probably discard Mountain here. Or do I just want a Pillar of Flame? I think when I go to my turn... Okay, there's a Shock, actually. So actually this changes my play a little bit, because I'm going to Pillar of Flame... this. And then... yeah, and then next turn I can, like, Shock and Storm an Entity. If they Lightning Axe here, I might actually discard the Goblin Electromancer. Okay, that's fine. Now I feel bad playing... No, I guess... Alright, well there's a Sulphur Falls. Yeah, so here I'll just shock them, play Storm an Entity. Alright, bottoming those lands. Thank you for the scry, Storm an Entity. We really need some card draw now, Chart a Course, or Thrill a Possibility. Either of those, or Strategic Planning would be perfect. Exactly what we'd want to draw here. Okay. Red Cap Melee. Interesting. Funny enough, we could anger the gods. I don't think I want to do that this turn, though. I think I'm just attacking and passing. I'm being a little greedy with it here, but I don't think I'm being that greedy. There's Muxus. Yeah, my hope is that they just like play some more goblins. This is an instant. Okay, it's fine. Like play another 2-mana goblin. if you play the red cap melee, you have to sack a land. Which now I think I want to cast Anger the Gods here. That's amazing. Yeah, we get to Anger the Gods and then Storm an Entity. That was amazing. That's like perfect. Alright. Why do I always hit 2 lands off of Storm an Entity? 2 times this game. Just this game. Like, it's happened in other games, but that's fine. Alright, I think I'm just playing Electromancer and attacking. Alright. So, Goblins is kind of semi-whiffing here. I'm actually gonna wait them. Like, if they're not attacking me, right? Yeah, so that's awesome. I think I'm playing Crackling Drake here first. Like, if I hit Shock or something. Okay, then I'm just gonna Lightning Axe this. And I think we got it in the bag here. Because, like, what can they do next turn? This is awesome. We got Goblins, guys. They kind of fizzled there because they didn't hit their lands, I guess. But awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, so Aether Gust they're doing good, but then also just Anger the Gods and just early removal was enough in that game. Why am I going to packs? So yeah. Yeah, I definitely think that Scavenging Ooze being a main deck in decks right now is a problem for this deck, like at least for Arclight Phoenix. But as you saw, like Storm and Entity can get it done as well, and it was able to work against, you know, kind of equally against aggro decks and control decks, which is something that I like, or mid-range decks. Right there, you just try to play the mid game or the mid-range value against the value game against the Euro decks, which in that case didn't work out. But then also against Goblins, we were able to stem out their early pressure, and then while kind of playing almost like a tempo strategy with Storm and Entity of just you know, playing it as early as we could while keeping our life total high, and then just kind of tempo playing cards. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this deck. Again, guys, feel free to you know, play this out. You know, again, not a top tier deck, but it is a potential thing that, you know, hopefully becomes, you know, more available in the metagame when we figure out how to stabilize the metagame and not make it all Uro and not all Goblins. Yep. If you guys enjoy historic content, again, leave a like and comment, and also let me know what kind of decks you guys want to see in the future. Alright guys, see you next time.